Well, hello there, and welcome back to Control. Let's see if we can get rid of the hiss. Let's try it. Well, that did not work.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
I can't cleanse them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen. The Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. A few of us. And Director Trench would know. Trench? The ghost,
That
or
guy.
whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
That's a hotline bling.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss. Where is the hotline? It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you. Okay, that's my next stop. That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
So I shoot him in the face?
They call me the director.
Yep.
But that's not me.
Again,
I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Dum dum dum.
Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Says the Bakelite phone.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to
Let's get some questions.
the hotline should be in the communications department.
The origin of the hiss.
Where did the hiss come from? I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in? No. No, just inside. The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
The oldest house.
You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. Yeah, you've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
Director Trench.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data.
What?
That's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
Yeah, I think I will.
I think I will. Yeah.
Objects of power.
Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
I do not really have it.
Got it. Thanks.
And hadron resonance amplifiers.
So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
Where's my gun? Maybe I only take it out when I get shot. I can teleport to places. Great. What is this place? Can I have your gun? Okay, so that's where we just left. Let's just have a little run around in here and see what we can see, if anything. No one of these. That's the shelter. These guys were hiding in. Let's scan it for docks. Control points. Oh, I've got a few of these to look at. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the whatever arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by something detection of an unobstructed ping using the something within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define the control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influences, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be, I'm assuming, stabilized or cooperative. Everyone drew red, we've done that. What's a hiss agent? The hiss manifests in human hosts in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. The hiss agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact that they levitate. These hiss display no aggressive behaviour. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strange incarnation added from an item. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the hiss, or like spores or white-hair or are they cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, hiss agents disappear, perhaps entering a state of invisibility or undergoing a transformation into a purely resonant form. Great. Read them all, and that's all that we have going for us at the moment.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
I'm going to go back and see if I can use the control point to teleport. That seems the far more preferable option than one. So I don't think we can. I want to know what the circle room is. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we can actually do this at the moment. Boardroom. Is this door then? Looks like he got killed. Okay, look. The crouching thing is C, by the way, just in case anyone can. It only seems to like work in the... What words are that? Travel costs. Visited the bloody blah. Avoid modern technology. That's what I think of that. Okay, where are we? Where's the communication step? It seems to be straight ahead. I'm assuming it's the one with the gold diamond on it. So it's not that way, it is this way. Damn it, every time. That's a big area. Fall back, fall back. Just two of them? There's lots of unlocked rooms which makes me curious. I'm just gonna stick with the mission. Dead letters. Oh, we're heading in the right direction. Where did they go? Down, going down. Take that document as well. It's a hiss barrier. The hiss resonance field is a physical impediment that is difficult to define. Hiss barriers appear as ways to impede or escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods I'm not doing well today. Two methods have been discovered from lowering them: destroy the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity, or destroy the hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fail. Does an inactive structure made of hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? That's a good question. Let's press on. Oh, wait, there's more. Machine God. I had a dream. I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God that you know or the one that anyone knows. A new God. The machine will be his body, his heart, and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. This guy's crazy. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster, and the fans plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would be learning how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. The capital G is kind of annoying me. It's kind of slightly blasphemous. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the info. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the lightning plate on God. Yeah, that guy's one cookie guy. Here we go, all these guys. I don't know if to shoot the floating dudes or not. kind of want to, but it's not their fault that they got hissed. Shite. One way of doing that. Okay, our little headphone seems to be telling us to go up. That's the problem. That's a cutscene. Some of it anyway. So at the control point, so we had to head through
Communications. We're on the right track.
So call these guys mostly okay. Okay, these doors just don't seem to work. Oh, I don't know if we get full those in this game. Hey look, these toilets are exactly like they were earlier. That one was closed and this one was open. Not gonna lie, look at this, like, the world damage in this game. Okay, I'm hearing the hiss. What is that? Don't know what it is, I'm gonna shoot it. So it's probably not very sound logic, but it was the logic that I went with. Okay. I don't know what they are, but something is throwing them. Oh my days, I didn't even mean to do that to terrify myself. Okay, so we're trying to get to the mail, aren't we? Okay, well that went well. To roll. Damn it. Okay. What's in here?
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
What the? This is not what I signed up for. Go to thingy. Any assets that I've not read up on? Multimedia. Yeah, we listened to the Objects of Power one. Don't know why it wasn't marked as read, but hey. Oh, I have to go down. YOLO! Don't know what that is. I thought it was going to be like something to pick up. I mean, it's just like a TV monitor. I think we can go up here. I'm really expecting to get like ambushed by the possessed? Is there a special word for them? I don't remember. The hiss inhabited. Okay, how do we get up there? Ow. I'm guessing up there. Still expecting to get ambushed at some point. Not a lot in this area, interestingly. I do not feel like this is going to end well. Wish me luck. Pressing F. And the hiss is trying to possess us again. The floppy disk / nuke, well, can be bound to gain launch telekinesis. Okay. Teach us to believe, Director.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
That's insanely cool. Doing some Rick with us. I think we have to get the cube. It's going to hit me then. Right there. Sweet, that's what we have to do. So I like the fact that we get these little astroplane demo things. I was wondering why E wasn't like a key. I don't know if I trust this board. I'm feeling they're the ones that killed our brother. I think it was brother. Toss. Okay, I think that is everything. Oh no, there's two left. I love the squishy sound music. The hiss noise is burrowing into our astral plane / secret base. You must stop / mute them, Director. The floppy disk is now bound / delivered, or nuke, as we learned earlier. The hiss / antagonist is seeking our astral plane.
You were gone. Cut off. I got it.
I feel like
just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
Hiss is the thing inside our head. Containment procedure must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. Are those like American launch codes but from the Soviet era, or Soviet launch codes? And if so, why are they in America? Or were we only assuming that this is America, and it's actually wherever you want it to be? Now, I'm sure they were talking about New York earlier. When bound, the object allows, whatever that word, para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See the Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. The object is currently bound to ? For research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base that answers our question, located in, presumably, Russia, by agents, something with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to nuclear missiles believed to be reserved for use against the USA, I have to assume. After being returned to America, the diskettes began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. So we're like against everyone. CIA recovered it and we stole it. Do I say we? Because we just said we weren't their director. Anyway, I assuming the fact it was like throwing stuff at me, which way more sense now. I'm feeling a little bit exposed here. Yeah, should have seen that coming. Well, that's lovely. No! I'm so far back. I'm not going to make you guys rewatch all of this. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I would at least be at the astral plane part. That's annoying. Well, it has been about 30 seconds since I cut.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but
8 kilobytes.
One exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. And it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup. Of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
So there's a floppy disk, which is also an OOP. Remember what meaning is. Okay, thank you for joining me again. I died and I realised that we still have the diskette. I assumed that like we'd gone all the way back. But I have the diskette, so I'm assuming that means that we good. So we're not gone back as far as I thought we had. This is a good weapon, it's also kind of a shield. I'm not running through the door! That did not go well. Where are they? He's in here, he's in there! I forgot the melee command as well, which is V for the record, in case anyone's interested. Now I'm assuming that we need to continue on to the mail room. So for some reason we must have respawned when we died back at the control point. So we didn't actually like lose progress or anything. Sorry, I meant to press G, not escape. Because we have new things to read. Okay, there's more guys now. Why does Google keep activating? and my voice must be really out today. Let me know in the comments how understandable I am today. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives in dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variants to wield the specially built rocket. If I try that again, specially built rocket-propelled grenade that is designed to identify and track something, I'm assuming enemy entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restricts usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behaviour? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? That's interesting. Still too many unknowns. Refer to another file for the report. I think we've... Oh, yeah, I think we've read all the rest. None of them are flagged in red anyway. So presumably all the guys that we just fought were all the ones that we were meant to fight in here. That'll be my guess. But now we can go to the scary room. Let's just have a look in the shelter. Book Club Samson. Another Ujimi clip. Ooh, we got a house memory, whatever that is. I need to come to a house every weekend. House every weekend. I think we could have fire extinguisher. Oh look, it's one of those. That's going to be very entertaining for me. Yeah, I think that'll do. On the in there front. What did we pick up? Book Club Samson. Book Club Notes for Penny by L. Sampson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around, almost like a catchphrase, got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech, and their motorists made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers in guns space hippies, or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade the city planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and the space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favourite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessarily at all. Yes, we just had a cylinder chucked in our face by an angry diskette. And that's how random this game is. Hey, look, the Hiss barrier. When? Anyone know when? I don't.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Yeah, the hotline bling. Can only mean one thing. I don't like that sound. Trying to make up what's being said. Is that me? I don't know. I meant to press F, not E, but whatever. It makes more sense why things that you can interact with, like, make it really obvious that they can be interacted with now. I thought that's just to make the game easier. It's actually to differentiate it from things that you can chuck across the room and kill people with. I can't quite make out what it's saying. Let's read the collectibles. that voice is really annoying. This is the Tomasi Willow Altered World event outcome. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public less likely to crap their pants. So another Altered World event behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done everyone, it was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring something for any off-message opinions, but it looks like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. I'm going to guess Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Except Instagram isn't that longer than Facebook or Twitter in terms of words. Maybe Reddit. I feel like if there was a correct conspiracy theory, it will probably be Reddit. We're heading to the mail. I think this is just nonsensical. This area is bigger than I was expecting. I kind of want to explore, I kind of just want to press forward to the mailroom. I think I'm going to press forward to the mailroom. The further away I can get from that angry voice, the better. Okay, it's on lockdown, so we're going to have to go the other way.
Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
Maybe there is a key nearby. Maybe not. We will find out in the next episode. Thank you for joining me today, and I do look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.